Hello and welcome back to my 15 minutes of fame. This week, I'm going to kind of go over some of the gear that I play, walk you guys through a proper gear rundown, and talk about some of the things I like about my drum kit. As far as the drum kit goes, I play Zildjian cymbals. We'll go over those in a minute. But the thing that I'm super proud of is the fact that I am endorsed by SJC, the company that actually custom made these drums for me. And they're based out of Massachusetts, and it's just Mike and his brother. They started the company, and they've been doing that since before I was alive. So it's really cool to be playing these drums and representing a company that their slogan is built with passion and played with pride. And I love that, and that is exactly how I would say that I play. I guess I can go over these now. Let's get into it. First of all, I play a hybrid kit. In more than one way. Traditionally, a hybrid kit means that you've got electronic drums and acoustic drums kind of smashed together. And I'm also playing a hybrid in terms of what the acoustic drums are made out of. Starting here, we got an 8x12 acrylic shell. It's real nice. It's a smoke gray acrylic, so you can see through it if you shine a light through. So I don't know if you can see that light coming through, but they do shine like crazy on stage, which is really cool. Same deal with the floor tom. Same acrylic shell, same gold hoops. This is a 16x16. If you don't know what any of these numbers mean, the first one is depth and the second one is diameter. So it's 16 depth, 16 diameter. This one is 8 depth, 12 diameter. Here we've got a 22x20 inch kick drum. I've always said that this kick drum sounds like a stadium drum kit, but in a bar setting or, in a small venue setting. As far as my snare goes, this is where the hybrid element starts to come into play. Since my toms and kick drum are made of acrylic, you have the option to do that with a snare drum, but I have always liked the way that wood sounds. It's a 5.5x14, which is kind of untraditional. It's a little more shallow, and most people use round numbers for their depth, but I like a little bit poppier of a sound. So it's actually a maple shell with some black nickel hardware. Now, while I get this back together, over here on my left is a piccolo snare drum. It's super shallow. I got this a long time ago, and I haven't put in a request at SJC to have them make me a new one. So I've just been rocking this guy. I don't know how deep it is. I know it's 10 diameter. I want to say it's maybe 4 inches deep. Now, time for electronics. A lot of the way I play live relies pretty heavily on electronics. I can kind of control the whole show by just using my feet. And I do that with all these little switches down here. The one on the left is what I use to start and stop songs. The one here is what I use to loop and stop loop. And then this one here is for a push to talk microphone. So if I'm ever on stage and I want to communicate with the rest of the band, all I have to do is step on that, and then I'm live and talking to my bandmates. As far as electronic drums go, this is where another element of hybrid comes in. I've got an electric pad here. I've got another one here. And then I've got one down on my foot. So I've essentially got an entire new sounding drum kit all run through electronics. And they route to the Alessi's Strike Multipad up here, which is another electronic, and it gives me 9 more options to hit. Some of them do control the show. They skip songs, change different sounds on the kit, but for the most part, it's just another drum. Now I guess it's time for cymbals. I've been rocking these cymbals for probably 5 or 6 years, oh, maybe longer, maybe 7 years. I don't know how they've lasted this long. I hit really hard, and I like to hit hard, and cymbals do not like to be hit hard. Over here, we've got the Master Sound hi-hats. It's the Zildjian S series. They're 14 inch. And I'm actually doing something a little untraditional. I like the way this sounds. I'm playing with what is supposed to be the bottom hi-hat on the top And then underneath, I'm playing a Zildjian L80, which is their low volume cymbal. Up here, we've got the FX stack. I believe it's the 8-inch. Yeah, it's the 8-inch stack up there. It just sounds kind of like a clap. It's super punchy, and it's a nice accent. Right here, this is kind of what this is my go-to when I don't want to hit a crash cymbal and have a big explosion, but I want a little bit of a pop. It's just a 10-inch Zildjian S-Series Splash. Up here, these two are the same cymbal, just different sizes. And I love these. These might be my favorite cymbals I've ever touched. They are the Trash Crash from the S-Series as well. This one's an 18, this one's a 16-inch. Up here we've got the Rock Crash. It's a 20-inch Rock Crash. I'm looking to replace it. I don't entirely love the sound on that one, but it works for practice. Right here we've got the medium ride. It's a 20-inch ride. Same Zildjian S-Series. It's got a nice pingy sound. Again, I'm looking for something else, but it gets the job done. But as far as the kit goes, electronics go, I think I'm good. I love everything that I play. I'm super passionate about playing. And I hope you're enjoying watching me talk about the things I'm super passionate about. I think in a few weeks I might get into some actual playthroughs, try and mess around with some songs I've never heard before. So if you want to keep in touch with all that stuff, make sure you follow the IUS Horizon YouTube, and you can check me out. Thanks for tuning into my 15 minutes of fame again. Hopefully this one was a little bit shorter, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.